but we have a long night. We have a long night ahead of us. So, back we go. Did I mention that I'm playing a lot of hands this session? The button opens for $30 in the first blind calls. Deuce 4 offsuit? Good enough. I get in there from the third blind. 10-9-6 with 2 clubs. Check, check, check. Ace of clubs on the turn. Check, check, check. 10 of spades in the first blind checks. Raise your hand out there if you think I'm going to win here with 4 high. Yeah, me either. I bet $50 and they both fold. I flash my hand. You know, you gotta earn that future business. In this next one, I can't. I can't with this hand. Just cue the music.
I'm obsessed by a goat in a pennycoat telling me that I'm the best. Who's the rest? Breaking the barrier, boom like a meteor. I'm in the interior. I'm feeling superior. 'Cause I'm a break free. Gonna miss me when I'm young. Yeah, I'm a break free. It won't be long. Yeah, I'm a break free.
Here, the cutoff opens to $35, a bit on the large side. The button calls in the first blind calls. I look down at Queen 9 suited in the last blind, and this hand might just hurt some people's feelings. I'm willing to acknowledge that some people might be me, but I get in there anyway. 4 of us. 9-5 Jack rainbow. This flop gets checked through, so the likelihood of my 9 being the best hand goes up a tad. The turn 10 of hearts isn't bad, but it's not like it's my favorite card. An action checks back around to the original opener, the cutoff, and he bets $100. The button and first blind fold, and I come along with my dwindling pair and open-ended straight draw. The 4 of spades on the river means I missed it all. I check with sights on most likely just giving it up to a reasonable bet, but the cutoff checks it back. I say 9, 9, and it's good. So one of the fringe benefits of playing a lot of hands, especially when you get a chance to show down less than stellar holdings like that Deuce 4 offsuit, is that when you do pick up a good hand, chances are no one believes you. And if you get really lucky, someone may play back at you. Fortune shines on me today, my friends. In the very next hand, as the button is limping in, I look down at 2 black aces. The first blind also limps, and I raise big, $80. The third blind, who is definitely not a passive player, takes this opportunity to attack my over V-pipping ass and raises me. He makes it $245 to go. Both limpers fold, and action is back on me. This is the stuff of dreams. So do I raise here, or just call? After a small tank, I decide that just calling is better. Flatting with aces in this game is a line seldom seen, and plus, I kinda wanna just let him pop off. I call to 245. Jack 6-5 with 2 clubs. I check and he continues. $250. Again, I just call. The turn Queen of Clubs could be an action killer. I'm not too worried about the flush, as most of his 3-betting hands should be of the offsuit variety. Plus, I have the ace of clubs blocking the nuts, and the nut flush draw, if push comes to shove. I'm more worried that the queen may halt the action. Pocket queens, pocket jacks, pocket tens, they're all in the range of hands I'd mostly play with this line. I check again, and that queen isn't slowing him down one bit. He slides $650 into the middle, leaving himself with about $1,000 behind. The SPR is already less than 1, and if I call here, I don't know if he has 3 barrels in it. I decide, let's just get it in now. If he has queens, well, let's hope that ace of clubs comes in handy. I check raise all in, which is enough to cover him. Come on, one.
I agree.
What'd you have?
Not that good.
Tell me what you had. I'll show you.
I had eights.
You had what?
Eights.
Eights?
Yeah. Dude, that makes a lot of sense.
I showed him 2 black aces.
Winning that pot with aces doesn't mean I'm going to slow down on the shenanigans. Here, Chin opens from under the gun, the first and second blinds call, and deuce 3 of hearts? Why not? I'm in there from the third blind. Queen 9-8 rainbow. 4 checks. Turn ace of hearts. 4 more checks. The river 7 of hearts appears, and I can guarantee you that this won't be checked through. The first blind does check, and I thought I heard John in the second blind say check too. I was mistaken.
Bet. Who raised it? You raised it, called.
You say check?
No, I said bet.
Oh, okay. I was going to bet 70.
60. Throw the bluff. Throw the bluff.
I'm a bluff. I legit was going to bet 70.
Okay, so I said 10.
Yeah.
That's too far. I can hear you, the gears in your brain going tick, 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 tick. I was like, he's going to freaking race here. What do I do? I meant to make it 25, but 30's fine. Misclick.
I don't think we're gonna call 900.
Man 30. Man 30. Can I have $5 back if I fold?
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm folding.
Yeah. You can have anything you want.
Yes, Monterey.
I'm folding. But I had a good card.
No, I told you, you're not supposed to call it for the reason to take
Why do you guys keep bluffing me?
No, I told you, who went to return.
Why? No, I'm kidding. Don't. Do you raise if I make it 25?
Huh?
Okay.
Yeah. It's going on. We got to get it in with that hand. And we were probably...
Over the next hour or so, the table dynamics changed a bit, as Chin, in the 1 seat, and Vertucci, who is in the 2 seat, leave to go do Hustler Casino Live stuff. In addition to them, a couple more of the players have changed. Here, I open Jack 10 of clubs from the cutoff to $25 in the button calls. The first blind then squeezes to $130. I have a reasonable hand, and find the call. The button folds, and heads up we are. 5-4-9 with 2 clubs. She continues for $85, and with 2 overs and a flush draw, another call is in order. The turn 10 of diamonds finally gives me a pair. She checks, and now I proceed to attempt to take this pot away from her with a $160 bet. It works. although not on full time. In this hand, I decided to put the straddle on, so we are playing 5, 5, 10, 20. The cutoff opens to $55 and the first blind calls. I look down at 5-4 suited and could really do some wild stuff here. This is a highly squeezed spot, cutoff open and one of the blinds calling, but I don't. One, because I don't think they're opening wide enough in a straddle pot, and two, because I've been playing a lot of hands. I doubt the squeeze will get through if either of them has anything even semi-reasonable. So I call. Ace, deuce, jack, rainbow. I flop a gut shot, which is something, but no money goes in the pot on this flop. The turn 5 of clubs turns my gut shot draw into a pair, but again, no money goes in on this straight. The 3 of clubs, boom, the gut shot comes in. The first blind checks. It's nice to be holding the nuts, but the issue is, every street has been checked, which means no one probably has anything.
You believe this is the nuts? Do you? You believe this is the best possible 5-card hand? Is that what you are saying? My God! You really aren't that good at this game, are you? When I get older, I will play you for all that you hold dear, and I will crush you.
I bet $75 looking to maybe get a crying call from a middling pocket pair that's a bit afraid of that ace on board. The cutoff thinks about it, but folds pretty quickly. The first blind thinks about it as well, then cuts out chips for a call and slides them in. I expose my hand, and him not realizing that I have the best hand, he exposes 7-5 offsuit, and now has to go through the I won, oh no, I didn't win emotional cycle. We are running good. And normally, when you see my face, that means it's the end of the vlog. I don't know if it's the end of the vlog. I might be back, but as of right now, I was in that game for 2K and out for more than 2K. I'll put it up on the screen. But I got to do some quick running around. Hopefully I can leave myself enough time to get back in a game before I have to catch a flight at 6 in the morning. So if you don't see me, if you like the vlogs, leave me a comment. I'll probably respond, and subscribe. And I'll talk to you later. Bye. So, after running around a bit, which included heading back to the hotel and uploading all the footage you just saw to my laptop, and grabbing a quick bite at a Mexican joint with my main man, Stefan, I headed back to Hustler to try to get a quick session in before I had to run off to LAX to catch a flight back to Vegas at 6 a.m. Unlike the day version of the 5-5-10 game I played that was sprinkled with professionals, this nighttime version, not so much. In fact, I don't think there was a professional as far as the eye could see here. I debated on jumping in the 10-20 game that had just sprung up, but I may have to play real poker there. While here at 5-5-10, I could just be kind of punty, which is secretly what I wanted to do. Speaking of kind of punty, the hijack opens to $35 and I find a 3-bet in the cutoff with 6-5 suited, which is okay, sometimes, I guess. The button flats and the original opening hijack comes along. Now we have a party. 4, 5, 10 with 2 hearts and 1 diamond. The hijack checks and I continue for $150 and the button basically min raises me to $350. The hijack folds. I don't know what this min raise thing is. It feels like he might be trying to name his price to get a free river card, and his body language feels very weak. I'm skeptical. I call. The turn Queen of Diamonds gives me a flush draw to go along with my pair, and I check. Now he bets $100, leaving himself with about $225 behind. So it's unlikely that he just has hearts, because why not just take the free river card instead of betting that tiny amount? But it's obvious that he's not proud of his hand either. I think about it for a second and decide I'm not calling that $100. Let's just gamble for it. I bet enough to cover him, and he calls pretty quickly. That's not good. I bink the 3 of diamonds river and turn over my newly found flush. He tables pocket 8s. You know, sometimes I get lucky. Here, the cutoff limps, the button limps behind him, and I make it $80 to go from the first blind with king-queen offsuit. The limping cutoff calls my raise, and the button folds. In other words, he likely just has a pair. Jack 5-3 with 2 hearts. I just start the betting by throwing out 2 $25 chips for $50, which is actually a little smaller than I should be betting here. As soon as it left my hands, I started thinking, well, leading with that size means I'm probably going to have to unleash on the next couple streets in order to win this pot. But he just folds before I can get to all of that. I didn't stay at this table, or Hustler Casino for that matter, much longer. Like I said, I had a flight to catch early in the morning and wanted to get some sleep, so I racked up about $1,100 in a couple hours, got some much needed Z's, and then headed home.
Feel the world turn into a brand new day. Watch the rising of the sun. The shadows start to run. Standing at the start of something great. See the hope that lines the sky, and we'll let it be our guide. I won't close my eyes. If we hold on tight,
Sometimes I lean into the white people are scared of black people.
new heights, going further than we ever thought we could. We're on to something.
When I get older, I will play you for all that you hold dear, and I will crush you